Hi, my name's Robin and I work for California State Parks. We want to thank you all for staying home and doing your part to help flatten the curve of COVID-19. We really appreciate all of you and we look forward to seeing you in our parks again. But until then, this is the best that we've got. And thank goodness for that, because how else would I connect with you? So we hope that you've been enjoying connecting with us on social media. So let's keep the conversation going. We want to hear from you. With that said, let's continue with our weekly programming. Welcome to Freestyle Friday! So for this Freestyle Friday, we're going to get some wiggles out. So these wiggles are geared towards kids, but we want to encourage you adults out there to join in as well. Before we get started, go ahead and find a space where you can move around, whether that's in your backyard, at a local park, or in your living room. And also make sure to grab some water so we can stay hydrated. So let's get wiggling. Welcome to Wildlife Wiggles, where we mimic nature and have fun doing so. Thanks for joining us. Once you've found a space to move around, go ahead and take a seat. And once you find your seat, we're going to be taking some breaths. We're going to rev up our engines and get ready to move. Once you find your seat, go ahead and sit nice and tall and bring those shoulders back. Now I want you to take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Deep inhale, filling up that belly, envisioning a big full moon. Deep inhale and exhale. Now we're going to do 3 more. Are you ready? Deep inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, filling up that full moon. Full moon. And exhale, let it go. Now, if you found yourself outside, go ahead and find a leaf or flower on the ground. And if you're inside, maybe grab something like a piece of paper. I have this little piece of grass. And what we're going to do is take deep inhales and deeper exhales, blowing this grass with our breath. We're going to do 3 of those. Are you ready? Deep inhale, filling up the belly. And exhale. Inhale, filling up the belly, full moon, and exhale. Last one, deep inhale, filling up the belly, and exhale, let it go. Perfect. Now we're gonna shake it off a little bit. Go ahead and shake the arms, just like a dog coming out of the water. Shake the arms, shake the torso, shake the head. Go ahead and move the body. And when you're done shaking it off, go ahead and find that seat again. And go ahead and close your eyes here. We're going to close our eyes. And I want you to imagine the base of your spine, the very bottom of your spine. And at the bottom of your spine, I want you to picture a seed. A seed right at the bottom of your spine. And go ahead and nourish that seed. Give it water, give it sunlight. Envision yourself watering that seed. Envision it being given sunlight. And envision it growing. That seed is slowly growing up the spine. Envision that plant slowly emerging from the soil, up through the spine, past the back of the heart, up through the neck, and all the way out the top of your head. Keeping those eyes closed, envision that plant growing out the top of your head. Envision a crown on your head. And watch that plant grow through that crown. What kind of plant are you thinking of? Is it an oak tree? Is it a flower? If so, what color is it? Keep those eyes closed and imagine what kind of plant you're growing from your spine. Go ahead and keep with those deep breaths. You're all experts now. And envision that plant growing up through the top of your head. But wait, do you hear that? It's a windstorm. That windstorm's coming and it's blowing that plant around, moving from side to side. But thank goodness we're nice and rooted into the earth. So keep those sit bones down on the earth. Rocking from side to side, that plant just getting tossed around. And it's getting a little bit wilder. So now we're moving in circles. We're going from one side to the next. It's getting stronger. Now we're going to the other side. That plant is holding on so tight through its roots. No matter what windstorm we go through, we can always stay rooted down, right? So stay rooted and hold on. Whatever plant you've created, keep it rooted down. Maybe throw up the arms. It's getting so wild out here, but thank goodness we have strong roots, right? Oh my gosh. We're going in one direction and we're going in the next direction. Oh, and finally it's died down. Whew. Good job getting those wiggles out. Thank goodness we had our roots to hold us down. Go ahead and take one deep inhale and one deeper exhale. Are you ready? Deep inhale, filling up the belly. And deep exhale, let it out. Go ahead and make some funny sounds here. We'll do two more just like that. Deep inhale, filling up the belly. And deep exhale, let it go. Last one, deep inhale. Holding at the top. Don't let go just yet. One more second. And let it go. Good job, everyone. Now we're going to move to what's known as a tabletop position. So go ahead and go on all fours, bringing our hands down to the earth and our knees down to the earth and relaxing our feet. So we'll go ahead and shake out our feet for just a second. And hear that rain, hear that thunder. Good job shaking out those feet, creating that rain. Now we're going to dive into the ocean. Are you ready? We're going to stand up, diving into the ocean, just like a dolphin. And when you land, go ahead and reach the back of the heart up towards the sky and gaze at your navel. Go ahead and gaze at your belly button, dropping the head. And now we're going to take a deep inhale and bring the belly all the way to the mat. We're going to breach like a whale. Deep inhale, coming out of the water, and exhale, diving into the water, just like a dolphin. Inhale, breaching out of the water, just like a whale. And exhale, diving in to the ocean, just like a dolphin. Great job. 2 more. Deep inhale, breaching like a whale. And exhale, diving down into the ocean. Great job. Last one. Deep inhale, breaching like a whale, coming out of the ocean. And exhale, diving down like a dolphin. Coming back into your tabletop position. Great job in the ocean. And now we're going to go back on land. So go ahead and find yourself back in that tabletop position. And we're going to make sure that our wrists are just below our shoulders and that our knees are just below our hips. On land, we're going to go find a bobcat. And remember how we practiced our breath earlier. Never forget to keep that breath going, okay? So as we find our bobcat, we're going to bring that left hand firmly onto the earth and reach that right hand up, wiggling the fingers. As we do that, we're going to lift up that left leg behind us and flex that foot, kicking that heel behind you. And we're going to reach. We're going to grab for our next meal. We're hungry bobcats. We're looking for that next meal, and we're going to take that deep inhale, stretching at both ends. And on those exhales, holding your bobcat. Inhales, reaching even further. And exhales, hold that bobcat. Last deep inhale here, grabbing for that next meal. And exhale, dropping that hand and knee back down to the earth. And now we're going to balance ourselves out and do it on the next side. So rooting that right hand down onto the earth and lifting that left arm up in front of you, wiggling those fingers, grabbing for that next meal. Maybe it's a bunny rabbit. Lifting up that right leg behind you, flexing that heel, and reaching for that next meal. Deep inhale, stretching. Exhale, holding your bobcat. 2 more. Inhale, stretching. And exhale, holding this bobcat pose. Last one. Inhale, stretching. Grabbing for that meal. And exhale, bringing that hand and knee back down to the earth. Now we found a bobcat, but let's go find a coyote. When we find our coyote, we're going to look at our hands and make sure they're nice and wide. Spread those fingers as wide as you possibly can and bring them down to the earth. Bring those toes to the earth and lift up those knees. Bringing those tails, those coyote tails, all the way up to the sky. Dropping the head and wagging your tail here. Wag those coyote tails. Good job. Now let's go to the beach. Bring our bodies down and come up like a sea lion. Bringing our chests out, our shoulders back, our heads nice and high, and go ahead and try to walk like a sea lion. It's not easy walking like a sea lion on earth, but they're really graceful in the ocean. Walking like a sea lion, maybe barking. Now let's go say hi to our coyote friend again. Bringing our tails up to the sky, wagging those tails. And maybe howl like a coyote. Ow! Good job, coyotes. Coming back down, saying hello to our sea lion friend on the beach. Opening up the front of the body. Happy sea lions. And exhale, coming back into a coyote. Tails nice and high, wagging those tails. And go ahead and look at your front paws and walk your back paws towards your front paws. Now we're bent over and our arms are shaking about. What are we now? I think we're in the ocean. We're jellyfish now. bobbing and waving, going through the ocean. Good job, jellyfish, shaking it out, wiggling. Now we're gonna come up halfway here and bring our arms up on either side and bring our arms up into a V shape, just like I have. And V is for vulture, because now we're vultures, soaring through the skies, gazing down at the earth. Vultures flying around. And on your next exhale, plunge back into the ocean and find your jellyfish. Good job. Releasing the head, bobbing, wiggling it out. And on an inhale, coming back up halfway, finding those vulture wings and soaring through the skies. Exhale, finding that jellyfish in the ocean. Inhale, finding that vulture in the sky. Big V for vulture in the arms. And inhale, coming all the way up and stretching those arms up to the sky. Rooting those feet down and finding ourselves in the kelp forest. Showing our long kelp bodies. Our holdfasts are our feet. Much like roots on a tree, holdfasts keep kelp rooted down through those currents, through the ocean movements. Feel that movement in the body, just like kelp in a kelp forest. Going with the tide. Maybe make your movements slow. Maybe make your movements quick. Maybe it's some stormy seas. Bobbing from side to side, front to back. And bringing our arms down. Finding ourselves back on land. Rooting our feet into the earth. We're now going to stand nice and tall. Nice and strong. We're mountains now. Rooting our feet into the earth, bringing our arms on either side of our body, and reaching those crowns. Remember those crowns on your heads. Reaching those crowns up towards the sky, just like mountains. Reaching tall and strong. And go ahead and say, I am strong. And now say, I am strong, just like a mountain. Reaching our heads tall. And it's not about transforming into something awesome. It's about recognizing that you're already awesome. That you're unique and beautiful. Finding your strong mountain. And knowing that any gust of wind that comes through that mountain, you cannot be pushed over. Nothing can move that mountain that you've created. Finding that deep breath, filling up the belly, and exhale, letting it out. 2 more just like that. Deep inhale, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful mountains. I can see you guys now. Bring your arms on either side, gazing down at our feet, making sure that they're just as wide as our hips. We're gonna find some egrets. Finding egrets wading in the shallow waters. We're gonna lift up our feet, bringing our knees nice and high, and find our balance, just like shorebirds, just like egrets. Bringing our knees nice and high. Maybe playing with your balance, seeing where your foot wants to go, keeping that balance. Resting that right foot down. Good job, egrets. Now balancing it out and lifting up that left leg. Knee nice and high, finding your balance. And maybe finding a point to stare at. This can help with your balance. Maybe it's some dirt on the floor. Maybe it's something that's just not moving. This will help you find your balance. Holding it for one more breath here. Deep inhale and exhale. Go ahead and drop that left foot down. Shaking out those legs. We're going to bring our arms nice and tall. And exhale, dropping our arms down. Go ahead and find that jellyfish again. Bringing our feet nice and wide here. We're going to come down into a frog pose. So we're sitting on our toes just like this. And we find ourselves as frogs. Now, what do frogs like to do? Do they like to jump? Do they also like to say ribbit? Well, we're going to jump and ribbit. We're going to do it 3 times. Are you ready? We're going to jump nice and high. All right, let's go. Ribbit. Ribbit. Last one. Ribbit. Good job, frogs. Now we're going to bring our knees down and we're going to sit on our heels. Sit on our feet, just like this. And we're going to bring our bodies onto the earth. Bring our elbows onto the earth and bring our hands together, just like this. This is shark pose. Go ahead and swim through the ocean, sharks. Great job. Stretching the backs of the arms here. Perfect. We'll go ahead and come back up. And we're gonna go ahead and cross our feet behind us and find a seat. Bringing our legs out in front of us. We're gonna bring our hands behind us, opening up the front of our bodies. Our feet hips width apart. And we're gonna drop our legs from one side to the next, creating a stormy ocean. Stormy, stormy ocean, rocking from side to side, going fast or slow, whatever kind of tides or ocean waves you want to create. Go ahead and rock those legs from side to side, sloshing that water around. Perfect. Now we're gonna come all the way down, laying down here in hibernating bear. Laying down on the earth. Gazing up at the sky or the ceiling, or maybe closing the eyes. Go ahead and come back to that deep breath again. Bringing our hands to our bellies. And on those inhales, fill up that belly. Find that full moon. And on that exhale, let it go. Beautiful. 2 more like that. Deep inhale. And exhale. Last one, deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. fully relaxing here, finding yourself quiet and calm, just like a hibernating bear. Continue to relax here as long as you'd like and enjoy the peaceful sounds of wildlife. Thanks so much for joining Wildlife Wiggles. I hope you feel refreshed, energized, and ready to have an awesome day. See you next time.